So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Towering header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, the Paul. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly. He's very adept at creating space, attracting markers, and then turning away quickly. And I love those long clip balls he can get into deep positions.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Spread neatly. Cash receives it in a wide position. No, he's not getting his way this time. That is good alertness. Osimhen. Digne gets across to intercept that. Cash. And it's Van Dijk. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. He'll try to keep this alive. And it's Mane. In with the challenge. Kvaratskhelia. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
De Paul, and that's gone loose. Barella. Kvaratskhelia. There's the shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the...
Takes a shot! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Osimhen. Nicely worked. Oh, that's superb. And a chance! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Chouameni. Now it's Osimhen. Lovely pass, but goes for a shot! And it's in! Right back in the game! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. Cash kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham. Pedri. De Paul. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Played into space. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Chouameni. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Osimhen. Kvaratskhelia. Look at the space here. He's onside. Shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. De Paul attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chouameni. Osimhen. Mane. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Paul simply refused to be outdone there. Kvaratskhelia, given the lift of his goal, tries to pass it through, lofted in. Romero clears it away. Mane. Bellingham. Schlotterbeck. That's the end of the first 45. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Now it's Dembele. That's been cut out, well played. And he's picked it up out wide. Driven in. And that should get the job done.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And he shoots! And that's a tidy finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have movement on both benches. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Yamal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Schlotterbeck. No, that's been intercepted. Maciej Cunha. So we've reached the hour mark. Nice sequence of passes, this. Chouameni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
And he's heaved it away. Schlotterbeck. Here comes another cross. He's rising! That's another chance! Well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater...
It's fallen! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
A probing pass. Forlan.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get...
Solid! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's found a way through. Yamal's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's picked his way through. Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
He'll try from distance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
De Jong. Yamal. He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mane going face-to-face with his great rival. Taken back almost at once. And that has left him in a heap.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Botafogo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chouameni cuts out the pass. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Surlot. It's not an especially good pass, that. Matheus Cunha. That's a cute ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodrigo is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Vinicius Junior! Superb from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Steam. Can he finish? Osimhen going after that. That's been cut out. Well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chouameni. Pedri. Good running, strong and purposeful. Plenty to aim at here. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that is a little undercooked. And he's quick to return it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Delivers with whip. And he knocks it clear. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Osimhen. Hoisted in. Neuer claims it. Safe hands. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Ronaldinho. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Mbappe. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Bellingham. Pedri wins the duel this time. So what can they make of this? Vinicius Junior. Good driving run. Oh, he's having a go! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Ronaldinho. And here's Mbappe. Closing in on goal. And he's managed to get free. And he's taking no chances there. Has a look and plays it forward.
Botafogo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And the return pass. He's going for goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Into the channel. And this is Mane. Swings in. Oh, good climb. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Mane! It's hit the upright. And that was very necessary. And here's Mbappe. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get it through? And the ball's come loose here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's the end of the first 45. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second period is on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pacho calmly anticipates.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, good take and a good... And the finish! Well taken goal. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And very quickly, the substitute... Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Ronaldinho taking charge of the dead ball.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Hangs one in. And he's there to clear it. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Osim. Chance!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, important interception. Ronaldinho. Botafogo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Surlot. And that has been cleared. Osimhen. Ronaldinho. And here's Surlot. Oh, he's burst through. Surlot! He's done very well to get to that.
Surlot clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
There's the header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Rafa Silva. Mane has it in a wide position. Punched away. And here's Yamal. Kvaratskhelia. Chouameni. That's destined for the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Schlotterbeck. Rafa Silva. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now this could be a chance. Marmouche. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Chouameni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Botafogo! And they're back in front. Pedri at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Botafogo have opted to make another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution...
Big chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Rafa Silva really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Now, can they get him away? And he's got the beating of his man. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's going to go a long way.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
Stood up well to him there. Solot. Well timed, excellent interception. Kukurea. And Kvaratskhelia. He's having a pop! Barella. Defending of the desperate variety.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Yamal received and a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lamine Yamal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. And we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started.
Botafogo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And it's Forlan. Mendes does well to get it back. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make... Shot a goal! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Osimhen. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard. Mane powering forward here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. It's Pedri. Forlan. And it's Pedri. He's in a good position here. Forlan! That is decidedly lacking. That has ended up in no man's land.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Neuer deals with that nice and simple. And the counter is on. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Pedri. Now that looks a There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there.
Botafogo with the corner. They're first. Digne plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Vinicius Junior. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? That was travelling.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Quality ball. Pedri. Searching pass he's played there. 30 minutes gone. And this is Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Picked out. Chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Van Dijk with the clearance. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. And he can thump it away. Out for a throw. Chouameni. This is a promising build-up. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the ball is out of play. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Mbappe. Strokes it back. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's having a hit! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. Terrific effort! And he's there to belt it away. Vinicius Junior. Mane. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Second period then underway. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Forlan.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now can he find a finish? Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. This their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Oh, good spread. Aimed at the far side. Neuer claims it. Safe hands. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Kvaratskhelia ploughing through the middle. He's had a shot! That's put paid to the danger. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Vinicius Junior driving forwards. Well, there's the clearance. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Pedri. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for a runner. Pacho makes the interception. Kvaratskhelia. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Throw in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Forlan. He is through here. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Matheus Cunha. And it's Pedri. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Cucurella got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Forlan. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and again! And that is wildly off target.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
So we have movement on both benches. Spread to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it out wide. And here's Anguissa. Pedri. Marmouche. Knocks it into space. Now he's running away. Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. He shifted it to the flank. He's picked his way through. Flings in across. That's a decent clearance. And he can clear it away. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Botafogo clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Silva. Crosses it in. Cleared away. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And this is Silva. He's beaten the last man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Vinicius Junior. Forlan. Forlan has been caught there. It's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Oh, what a ball! Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well read. Nice interception. And this is Forlan. Rafa Silva. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. Into extra time we go. Rijkaard. And it's Mendes. Now Schlotterbeck. Played up towards the front line. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Sorloth really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He slings it in. And it's been hooked away. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. To Barella. Vinicius Junior. Can he get on the end of this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Marmouche goes short. And he whips Vinicius Junior! And he's heaved it away. Chouameni. Marmouche. He's on it. Can he get away? Rijkaard. And it's played forward. Now it's Dembele. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And it's played in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
That's tidy. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's intervened well there. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes for someone to do something. And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. And a chance! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Oh, that's a key interception. Chouameni. And it's Silva. And he is deftly away. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Forlan. Takes a shot. Boy, he struck that clean. They're up to 5 corners now. And now they can spring out of defence. Neuer clears. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball. Rafa Silva. Out towards the flank. He's got away. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. The end of the game. Reflections?
What a game, Peter, and what a result. Give me this every week, please. So many times I'm thinking, okay, that's got to be it. But so much late drama, and at a time when it's very tough on both body and mind.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.